Hey guys, this is Ted with OAXRAY, and today we're going to go over one of our sites, Lordandtaylor.com. Generally, Lord & Taylor is clothing, handbags, shoes, jewelry, beauty supplies. So if you are ungated, Lord & Taylor is the place for you. Now, before we start, we're going to look on the first page for any type of discounts, and we see already there's a 15% off sales off of regular price items. You just use LT Love. So we're up to 15% off of our OA already. Now let's move over to a site that I like to buy gift cards from, which is raise.com. And here we have Lord & Taylor gift cards for 11% off. So now we're up to 26% off of our purchase. As we scroll over, we're going to look at the cash back on Ebates, and we see that you get a 3% cash back using Ebates. And if you scroll down, you will also see the same percentages off, 20% off and 15 and 20 if you use your card. So it looks like today we're going to be at about 29% off all our purchases. So I'm just going to go over to home and travel. I haven't really looked at many things, but let's just go to I don't know much about these product categories, but we're going to see what's in luggage. I am approved in luggage, so we'll see if we can find anything profitable. Now, we're on the page with luggage. I don't know too many brands, so I'm just kind of going to use OAXRAY on this page because I really don't know any popular brands or anything. While OAXRAY is running, I'm going to go back just so we have more things going on here. Looking at the structure, it looks like this is all 41 items that are on this page. I'm going to go to carry-on, see maybe we can find something there also. And I'm going to run OAXRAY again. Let's see if it's, looks like there's 65 items. Cool thing about here is it looks like automatically you get to see 65 items or more per page. So it's not gonna be like one of the small sites where you only can see 20 items at once. So it makes using OAXRAY a little bit faster. Now it looks like we have some items that are profitable, some that are not in our system, or maybe they're just not on Amazon at all. So what we're gonna do is put in the discount box our 29%. What that's gonna do is it's gonna change some things around. It's essentially going to reduce the Macy's price by 29% because we're going to be using that 15% off. We're going to be using gift cards, and we're going to be using things like that to make any things profitable. So I'm going to go over here to positive ROI and see if I see anything worth buying today. Now it looks like these items have variations, and the way I can tell they have variations is right here we see the sales rank. Right now it's 0. We're working on a way to be able to populate a sales rank, but right now let's see if these items match. Can't really tell by this photo, so we're going to click on Lord & Taylor, then we're going to go back to the extension and then click on Amazon, and we're going to compare the two, make sure they match. Okay, we have super light 25-inch spinner. Let's look at some of the features. Let me make sure, because they look really similar, but it's kind of hard to tell with those small pictures. Okay, looks like the same items. The height's 25, and I think that's what when they were saying a 25-inch spinner, I believe that's what it was. So whenever we look at this item, we're at $312. Whenever I actually go look and we take the 30% off, that's just about 90 or 29% off, sorry, just about $90. So we're going to end up paying about $225 for this item. So here it is on Amazon for $375. So it looks like there's about $150, $160 spread there. So we're going to see what everything comes out to. So as we come here, we're going to see if there are any reviews on this listing. There's no reviews on this item, so we're just not going to worry about it. If there were reviews, we'd be looking for negative reviews. If there's a lot of negatives, that means there's a possibility that you will get negative feedback, and depending on how they word it, you might not be able to get it removed. Also, you're generally going to get more returns on items that have a lot of negative feedback, so we always want to check the feedback. Whenever we look over here, we can see, I don't think any of these are, well, let's see. Free shipping, free returns. I believe that means it's, okay, there we go. Amazon has it. It's a FBA. Now, as we scroll down, we look at your sales rank. This one's 1 million. This is just an example, so you should know how fast items are selling before you start selling in any category. Clothing, 1 million is high, definitely in clothing, from what I know. Our shipping weight is 12.7 pounds, and the size is a fairly large item. These are things you want to keep in consideration, especially when you're considering, is this item going to be oversized? Is this item going to be going to cost a lot to send in? And since it's 12 pounds and it's 26 inches, we can already tell it's oversized. It's going to cost you a pretty penny to send in. This is just an example, so don't go out running and thinking this is a bolo. This is the item, and as you can see on OAXRAY, right here it says OS. That means the item in our system is showing as oversized. And whenever you look at this fee column, it's saying if you sell the item for $375, this is what your fees are going to be, $76. Most of those fees, some of them are coming from the 15% percentage category fee that Amazon takes, and the rest of it is coming from the weight handling and the fact that it's an oversized item. So this item I would not move on, but this is just an example, so take that in consideration. So what I always do is I grab the ASIN and I go to Google, and you can bookmark this page, but I always forget. Revenue calculator. So I always go to the Amazon revenue calculator and I make sure I put the ASIN in. You always want to make sure that you always check here before you buy anything. Our fees are generally going to be right within a few cents, but I always advise anybody to make sure they double check. So here we go. I'm going to put $225 in the inbound shipping field, and I'm not sure what the prep service or how much it's going to cost a poly bag if it's needed. So I'm just going to put $5 here in the prep service field. The reason I'm doing this is just to kind of get a rough estimate. If I pay $222.50 and I spend $5 with a poly bag and inbound shipping and all those things, I want to kind of get a gauge on how much I'm going to make on this item. So if this item were to sell for that price, looks like I'm going to make just about $70 on the item. I'm going to spend $222, so we're at about a 30% return on investment on this item if we were to purchase it. Now, really quickly, let's go over everything again. First thing we do is make sure the items match perfectly. If there's any accessories, make sure they're included on the store you're getting it from. Make sure the items are identical. You can look for an additional listing. Sometimes items will be listed twice, so make sure that this is the best listing with the best picture and the most feedback if possible. Third thing you want to do is look for reviews. If you have any negative reviews, that's a bad thing. If you have no reviews or all positive, you're generally going to be good to go, but the negative reviews will cause increase returns and increase chance for a negative feedback related to the item. And some of the times you can get those removed, but if they word it the wrong way, you will not be able to. Make sure you always check your ASIN in the FBA fee calculator just to make sure that there are no changes to the product dimensions. And sometimes if the item has never been sent FBA, then Amazon fulfillment centers will not have dimensions for it. So it will send us information based on it being a standard size, and maybe once you plug in the information, it might actually change. So as you can see here, the dimensions are 27, 19, and 11.8, but here they're 26, 18, and 12. And if no one has ever put this information in here before, it might be oversized and it might not actually tell us the correct information. So you always want to double check it here. Check your unit weight so you know you can take in account how much your average inbound shipping costs are and add that to your your numbers. Final thing is, if you scroll up to the top, you have a per unit fee and a per pound fee. If you know how much it costs per pound for inbound shipping, you can input that number here. So if I want to do 35 cents, and then per unit fee, if you know you got a poly bag, most of the things that you get, and you want to put a buck in, put that there. What it's going to do is it's going to recalculate everything based on the numbers that you put in. So as you can see, this says $6.56 is your net payout. You put in the dollar, click, and now it says $5.56. So this is going to help you get a more accurate picture on exactly how much your payouts are going to be, and then it will be almost identical to what's here, assuming Amazon has the product dimensions and unit weight. Thank you guys very much for watching our video on Lordandtaylor. I hope you're a little better able to find profitable items and vet the item to make sure that you're not going to make any of the common beginner mistakes. We have plenty of videos. Check them out. Have a great day.